Yo. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, like always. Let's just there's only two of us. Let's not raise it. It's the EST of the DMV, your chocolate city saint, the father of all worlds, the left hand of destruction, El Mysterio Negro, the Bajan bulldozer, the Cameroonian nightmare. It's your boy, Steph. Come on, talk to me nice. And of course, my tag team partner for today, my man Vaughn. Vaughn, where you at?
Yo, Top Rope Nation, what's good with y'all? Hey, change things up a little bit. No, it ain't Thursday, it's a Wednesday, but hey, anytime it's a pod day, it's a good day.
Exactly.
Um,
I like that. Anytime it's a pod day, it's a good day. I
it's a
like
good
that.
day. So, tag team champs here, you got El Marcelo Negro, we got El Grande Negro. So,
There you go.
we locking in today. So I'm excited. Some great wrestling over the past few days. So, like always, enough of me rambling. Let's get into it, stuff.
Let's get right into it. So, man, first off, I know we don't get a chance to talk about this promotion a lot, but we do follow with it. Cause, man, it was a huge week for TNA, dog. Like so weak, we had to put them on the show. Not only did they come back after a month on hiatus, they finally started doing Impact. They had an episode that aired on Thursday that led right directly into their pay-per-view that happened on Friday, Turning Point. And man, first off, let me just ask before we get into the turning point matches. How do you feel about the title change?
I'm not too hot on it. I mean, it's like
You
I
you
don't
you
know.
you not rocking with Frankie Kazarian, world
I'm
champion?
I'm not, man. I mean, at least not just this early. Like I just remember us talking like week after week. Like Mike got to get his lick back for TNA. He got to get his lick back for TNA. He got to him to lose it so quick. The trick. I mean, not the trick. I'm sorry. This Frankie at the beaten trick for it finally. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what was the point? So I'm just thinking like, what's next already? Because I don't know, him losing it kind of made me think like, I mean, Frankie's a legend in TNA, obviously, but I don't know, just to see Mike fight so hard for the title and to lose it just like that left a bad taste in my mouth. So shout out to Frankie, shout out to Mike, but I definitely wanted Mike to hold for a little bit longer.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you. Like, again, respect to Frankie Kazarian, TNA OG, like really like one of the ones in the ring, like used to run with AJ and Christopher Daniels and all of them. Really the golden era of TNA, if you ask a lot of folks. But
Yeah.
dude, literally maybe if they didn't take a month off and did it from tapings and airing of Impact, then I would be okay with it because we probably would have gotten a couple of defenses or at least like a pay-per-view cycle or something like that. But no, he, dude, Mike was fighting Ryan Nemeth. I thought it was going to be the most. That's the only thing I'll give it. It was definitely unexpected to me, so I'll give them the props for that. It was the most unexpected way ever, and then we're still pushing the invasion angle, obviously,
Yeah.
because the thing that caused it was the fact that
A
Charlie
bunch of
Dempsey,
random NXT misfits.
yeah, Charlie Dempsey, Robert Stone, Stax, the High Rise, Tyreek and Tyson,
Lexus, I think, was out there too.
yeah, Lexus was out there, and they all decided to jump. They all decided to jump Mike Santana, and then Stax knocked out Nick Nemeth. Uh, the words I'm saying don't feel real.
Like
No,
it's like why? Like I don't know. I'm just already wanting like the end result. Like what is the main reason of this? Because it's so random to the point where I'm like I don't know. What's the motivation behind it? Like give me something. And I mean, and I gotta wait, I guess, for the slow build. But I'm just like it's just so random for the point of sake of being random. It feels like
yeah, and it's like I'm not sure if this is leading to like a real true like invasion storyline or if they're just gonna do another showdown pay-per-view type thing.
Mhm.
But man, I'm very I don't even want to say intrigued because I'm not intrigued. I'm confused. I'm
Yeah.
confused. Because the funny thing was, that was how I found out that Charlie Dempsey was back from Japan. Remember, he was over in Noah, with
Oh, that's what
the
it was. Okay.
yeah, with the NXT and Noah collaboration that they have going on. Speaking of which, no one talks about the fact that Hank and Tank are the Noah Tag Team Champions right now. That's so funny to me.
Oh, you mentioned that I think last pod, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. But anyway, yeah, like that was how I found out that Charlie was back from Japan, and they talk about it a little bit on this week's NXT episode. And like, dude, there was just so much going on there that I was like, this felt cut under the legs. Like you had the biggest babyface in TNA finally get the belt. Amazing moment at Bound for Glory, and all that just swept under the rug. Like I understand folks are gonna want a comeback story, but like, dude, you could at least let him have his time in the sun.
Yeah, like especially like you said, with them being gone off the air for so long, like on television, it's just like we got the championship. Television wise speaking, nothing lost belt. So it's just like I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like there's no in between and no build to like him losing the belt. I don't know. I just yeah, like shout out to Frankie, but like, that might work for a little bit.
no, for real. Shout out to well, yeah, shout out to Frankie. But speaking of the NXT invaders, let's just jump right into Turning Point. Let's talk about the TNA Knockouts champion, Kaylani Jordan, going up against M by Elegance to start off Turning Point. First off, the segment that happened with Kaylani talking to Lei Ying Lee, Jaya Brookside, and Mara Sade. First of
He
all,
blew
shout
me
out
a kiss
Mara.
at Emergence. He said
You
every
gonna
time.
bring you gonna say it every time.
My girl watched this, but still, I'm sorry.
Dude, first off, how I know that I was kind of critical on Kaylani's like heel turn when it first started, but she started to hit her strides with the promos and the segments and the things of that nature. But one thing she has never slacked on is that in ring, bro. That in ring, oh, Kaylani be working her ass off,
Yeah.
and I feel like the big overarching plot and the big overarching thing I'm going to say with a lot of these matches for this pay-per-view is where the fuck was the build? I think that like what's the fact that they've been off months for much build that it's like, man, what are we even doing?
Yeah, like I said, it literally just went like not for glory, nothing matches. And like I said, the matches were really good, but it's just like, man, like, give me some type of build with my graps. So but no, it was a good match, like you said. Like eventually, like Kilani is getting her strides in with the hill work, but it's like always, the bell got a ring, and when the bell ring, she doesn't miss. Like pun intended, she's her for real. So it's like,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. Like I can't think of many Kilani matches that are bad, and I wasn't really familiar with M by Elegance. Like I said, I'm still getting back into like the whole watching TNA heavy. She was put on some good stuff too. So it was like. From in-ring standpoint, it was a great match. I think it was like a gnarly spot where I think Kehlani did something outside the ring. I can't remember like the exact spot, but like they're putting it out there. Um, I feel like this run is definitely making me more of a Kehlani fan because like I'm seeing her like jump out of her comfort zone. And like
Yeah.
you said, like it was a slow build, but I think she's starting to like piece by piece get there, and then I can talk more about it once we get to NXT because like the little segment she had backstage with Jordan and Lola wasn't that bad. So I think she's starting to really feel a little bit and embrace the heel work, and I do think she can be a potential main event heel for NXT in the next year or so. So shout out to Kaylani. Hopefully she keeps it going really well, and we'll see where it takes her.
Yeah, we'll see where it takes her. As far as TNA goes, like you said, really solid match. And by Elegance was really showing out. I think the Elegance brand as a whole is kind of like their their gimmick and their character work is annoying or just not for me, for lack of a better word. It's just not for me.
No,
Like
I get
even for what they're
it.
trying to do, it's just genuinely not for me. But the thing that keeps me interested in them is their in-ring work. Like I was very impressed by Ash by Elegance's um work during Heat Wave when she got the title off of JC. And then I was incredible. I keep consistently being impressed by all of them in the ring. The more I watch Impact and the more I regularly like tune in.
Hmm.
My thing is with Kehlani now being, it seems like they're just throwing anyone and everyone at Kehlani because the Lei Yang Lee match, it's got a bit of a build, not a lot of a build.
Hmm.
And granted, let me say this now before we get into it. I know that there are spoilers out there for Gold Coast or for Gold Rush next week because they did the double taping. I haven't seen any of them. Y'all probably gonna go ahead and in the comments be like, you didn't know, blah, blah, blah. Hey man, say man, cut the shit. That pop off my dick. But um, all that to the side, like I just don't want them throwing people like Kaylani. And to be honest, I feel like if you want someone, because she already beat Indy. Indy had all the story potential, all the build that was there headed into Bound for Glory. The only
Mhm.
person on the roster right now who I think genuinely has a story buildup that could take down Kaylani and it be an actual supplemental feud that benefits both companies, Mara. Mara, think about it, right?
Uh,
Think about it. They even try and referenced it in the segment on Turning Point. Mara shared a locker room with Kaylani. Mara got excommunicated. Mara found a home for herself in TNA. Then Kaylani comes in, takes over, and gets the belt after Ash by Elegance is forced to vacate, wins. Kaylani gets kicked out of the locker room, and then that's when she starts to realize she has to go more selfish, turn to the dark side. So who else to play the Obi-Wan or even like try and bring her back to the light other than Mara? I feel like the story's right there.
yeah, that works too. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things they can put together for, like for her. It's just like you said, they're just feeding and stuff to kind of, I guess,
Mhm.
get her to like get more comfortable as a heel. I think right now at the moment, but like it is
Yeah,
some great stories, like you said, they can put together. Like her and Mara. I'm still clamoring for her and Jordan because, like I said, I'm a Jordan fanboy. Even like you say, they want to run her in India again. Like I said, it's a lot of people I feel they can definitely get going with some feuds with her. So I'm intrigued, man. Like Kalani's definitely making some strides. But I'm intrigued.
absolutely. Um, man. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a huge, huge, huge Cedric Alexander fan. I think he is truly in his prime, no pun intended. So I was definitely hyped to see that Cedric was teaming up with the Hardys this week to go up against Mustafa Ali and the Great Hands. Well, dude, what did you think of the six-man tag? Like, I thought it was insane.
No, it was fun. Like I said, I think anytime you got the names that's in this match, they're gonna bug out. So I mean, and like you said, Cedric is looking really great right now. Like they have like a resurgence. Like where I want to see like them bring Cedric back to NXT. Does like some more matches in NXT with the little collab they got going right now.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, Mustafa looked really good. Hard got their stuff off. It was a really fun match. No complaints to me. Um, yeah,
I'm
overall,
hoping
it's a,
that this
it's a solid
builds
match.
to I'm hoping that this builds to another Cedric and Mustafa one-on-one match because I know there was some speculation that Cedric's TNA contract might be up. I know there was a whole bunch of stuff about the Hardys contract might be up, but this was
Mm.
again just a really fun match. And also that Slammiversary match, arguably a top 10 match. Any
Yeah.
anything that reminds me of 205 Live for the Cruiserweight Championship, look man.
Yeah.
Look man, I'm big.
5 Live, that's a throwback.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no, I definitely be if they were to like have Mustafa and Cedric run it back, nah, that'd be tough. Like I'd be down for that.
absolutely. There it was just I love how because I watched the Impact episode and I was watching like Turning Point like back to back. So I
Nah.
love how the Hardys were just like they had no reason to just back up Cedric other than hey that's our Carolina brethren we all right.
Ride for Carolina, that's all it takes, man. Ride for the city.
And dude that's the thing like as much as like my biggest detractor from this pay-per-view is the fact that there is just a lack of build for all the matches. At least all the matches are at least somewhat fun. Like I
Yeah.
can like and they don't take themselves too seriously either because for example when Agent Zero popped up and tried to take out the Hardys like
Hmm.
that was such a goofy like almost Tom and Jerry-esque moment because you got these two old ass men trying to take out this like 6'5" dude in the suit
Hmm.
but they make it work and obviously anytime you get to watch the Hardys it's a treat so I'm not even mad at it man.
Yeah, it's nice to enjoy, their run right now, as champions, So yeah, anytime we said that, our fans a treat, especially with like you mentioned last time, like all our OGs are retiring, so our boy's still going, so it's a treat every time.
they still going, they still taking bumps, and they putting over younger talent because they did take the L on this match. Order 4 got the win, which I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie, I was kind of surprised about. I would think that coming off of the hiatus, they would want to establish since especially since commentary was pushing the fact that they're tag team champs, but they probably had them take the L so that way the Gray Hands can now be the number one contenders to those titles. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. So makes sense. But like so overall, it was solid. It was really good.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the next match on the docket, bro?
On the docket, I think the next match we had was it Rascal's System or was that one towards the end?
Yeah. What you think of that one, bro? The Rascals is finally whole.
Hey, I mean, hey, Rascals, man, might be one of my favorite like factions like right now. Like, back was at Emergence. You heard me. Like, we was going crazy at Emergence, for the Rascals, and like the fact that our boy Wesley, I'm sorry, Desmond Xavier, formerly known as Wesley, is
Yeah,
back on
yeah,
our
yeah.
TV screens, man. Got his locks back, got his aura points back. He got
My
them locks
boy
in the
got the
back.
locks back.
He got them locks in the ziplock waiting to come back. Got them
Oh
reattached.
my God.
But nah,
My
like
boy
it's
came back.
yeah, it was just nice just getting a return. We got all four of the Rascals together. They're such a great, charismatic faction. Can go in the ring. Got the athleticism, the good spots, and everything. It's the system. Who I mean, much as the name sucks and that we hate them. Like they can really go in the ring too. So it was just like a nice, fun match. Like every match on this PLE was fun. Um,
Yeah. And I do want to say the fact that JDC is retiring in January, Fandango's put it. Oh, bro, speaking of Fandango, Tyler Breeze was there at the taping just randomly. That was funny to me when I saw those photos come out. But yeah, um, I didn't realize that JDC had been wrestling as long as he had been until someone told me, hey, he beat Chris Jericho at Mania. That was like Mania 29. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. But
okay, yeah. Maybe at 29. Jeez, yeah, that's a hot minute ago.
yeah, so I was like, because he still looks like he can go, but congrats to him. Props on retiring, and he's going out. Not so many. I think the fact of Cena and how he's handling his retirement is going to inspire a lot of wrestlers to think, "Hey, let me go out the way I want to go out instead of the way I have to go out." You know?
Yeah. Like that's on your own terms, basically.
Exactly. So I think that's going to be a big thing. As far as man, like you said, one of the most charismatic factions ever right now with the Rascals. I think seeing Trey Miguel like cry, knowing that all four of them were back together because it was their first match as all four of them in like 8 years, and then seeing Trey also walk out with a Chris Bay shirt. It was a lot of like heartwarming like
Oh,
little
no.
details within the match.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a lot of like
Sorry.
heartwarming details within the match in and of itself. Like it was super, super sentimental, but also like it was one of those things where it's like it was like it was like you kind of had to let Des get the pin. Like as soon as I saw the finish, I was like, yeah, this is the only way it kind of had to go. There was
Yeah,
no other,
easily.
especially for a homecoming like that. Like it was great. So I'm excited to see how things go with them. I'm excited to see where things go because again, we're getting towards the end of the year, and I know that contracts are up for renegotiation, things are expiring and in flux. So I don't know if they're gonna try and stay in TNA or if they're gonna jump ship and try and head somewhere. I don't know what the deal is. I know they're definitely not
Yeah.
heading back to they definitely not heading back to WWE. But
No. Nah.
yeah, like
Just the waist in the back. Nah, don't even do that.
exactly. So I think my thing is that I'm just excited to see where it goes. Like also the Rascals as a concept is so crazy because think about the talent that's in that stable. Zachary Wentz can go crazy. X Division champion in his own right, has been an X Division champion. Myron Reed hasn't been an X Division champion, but can still go crazy.
Yeah.
Um, Trey Miguel, former X Division champion, I believe, can all dude. can do things I haven't seen. He reminds me so much of like Sin Cara in the back in the day in the ring with
Yeah,
how much he can do because he's so inventive with it. And then Dez is Dez. Anyone who's watched this podcast knows I'll sing Dez praises as much as I can.
yeah,
That that motherfucker can go. So that's gonna be crazy to see how they, for lack of a better word, try and reinvent the wheel and try and find a new way to keep this going and to keep these matches exciting. Um, Speaking of the X Division, let's jump into the X Division title match. Leon Slater going up against Rich Swann, which so bloody random, so random, dog.
that one like you said, random, but I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it
Random,
either.
but I'm not mad. I don't know. Like you say, Rich Swann and Leon put him in the match. I mean, it's fireworks. I mean, oh, like I said, like I said, Leon is like I tell we say this is easily one of my favorites right now in all of wrestling. Like Leon can't do no wrong in my eyes right now. Like just Leon's good. And then you put Rich Swann in there, like the OG in his right, who can still go, can still put on some of the some good high flying moves, things like that. It was a fun match. I mean, and like I said, it's definitely tugging the heartstrings towards the end with the memorial of his grandma too. So knowing that he was going through that,
Yeah,
at the death of his family, it just goes to show that it kind of peels the veil back that these are people. So like the fact that he was able to do that, put on performance, under that stress circumstance, I mean, it gave more quarter points to him. But it was fun. Like I said, I mean, anytime Leon's in the ring, I'm glued to the screen.
same. It's one of those things where it's like, if you want me to watch something, just throw Leon Slater on the card. Like,
Yeah,
dude, I think I've said this many a time on here. Leon's the next face of TNA. If
yeah,
if the Fed doesn't get a hold of him, Carlos Silva. If that's probably the first thing I would do, again, with all these contracts expiring and everything in flux, just ask Leon, name your price. What do you want?
yes.
Because
Like you can't
I,
afford to lose a talent like him, man.
yeah, I think he's going to be the next 10 years of TNA. Like, I could see him having an AJ like run. I mean, shoot, even AJ could see him having an AJ like run, you know? We all
Yeah,
saw
like
Soul Anniversary.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's just too good. Like I don't know. Like I said, anytime he's on screen, I'm just inclined to watch. Like no matter if it's TNA, NXT, whatever. Like I'm just inclined to be glued to the TV screen. Also, side note, he's funny. He's funny on Twitter too.
Dude,
Like
he's so fucking funny.
he said, "Come at the right time." VJ6 got pushed back. It's a full moon. I'm like, a little
Dude,
side note, but he's funny, man. Like I love Leon.
no, he's funny as hell. And that shit had me tweaking too. He said, he really said, yo, you caught me at the right time. I beat your ass in my first Impact show when I was like 18, and now I'm at to beat your ass again.
Just
Oh,
be walking around with the title on his neck wherever you go.
dude, can you imagine walking around South London with the X Division Championship? My God, I love Leon. But let's head into let's talk about the main event, man. Mike Santana and Steve Macklin went up against Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth. First off, if I'm Nick Nemeth, there's no way in hell you could get me to team up with Frankie Kazarian right now. Ah,
At all.
I'd be like, bitch, if this Italian mother, if this wannabe Italian gangster motherfucker did not sock me in my face, that'd be my title.
Yeah. Like it's just funny they both got the cup and he's on the title. Like I don't know, I'll be sick. I'll
Yeah.
be sick.
Oh, like I would be in that bitch like this Frankie Kazarian would be fighting a handicap match. That's what it would be. Honest
Yep,
to God.
definitely come
But
one of these fake outs. Go for the tag.
oh, you pull a Miz on them?
Yeah.
That's funny. But nah,
Yeah,
speaking of a handicap match, this shit definitely started out like one. Because Frankie was out there solo dolo. They said we have no idea where Mike's been. Mike not picking up calls. Mike ain't showing to the meet and greet. Mike ain't show,
Mike was hot.
dude. And then I saw the dirt sheets and everything like that talking. I was like, oh, Mike in the back calling Shawn Michaels. That's like Mike in the back trying to get a TNA contract right the fuck now.
You're like, hey, I need some more main event faces over there.
He trying he trying to get a WWE contract right the fuck now. That's what he was trying to do. Um, but it was all work. Mike did show up, but Mike ended up helping out Steve Macklin, which by the way, I wish that like the international belt felt more like prominent because that shit feels like nothing to me right now.
It's like a prop almost. I don't know. Like, me just come back into it. I just feel like I don't know. Like the only times I feel like that, and I guess in my opinion, someone who's just tuned back in is like you got the TNA, X Division, and then just like the men's championship. I feel like that's really it. Like the international one just feels like it's like a prop. Like I don't know, because who had it before Steve Macklin?
Frankie Kazarian.
Okay. Oh yeah,
and
he
then
took it out of Aaron Burgess, right?
Frankie Kazarian got it off of Steve Macklin. They did it like
And then passing it back, just
they did
hot
a hot
potato
potato
it.
for like the
Yeah.
last like 2 3 months.
What? Okay. I guess me going back into it, I guess I don't have that much of an opinion, I guess, but it just I don't know, it just feels definitely second fiddle to the other ones.
Yeah, I'm about to look and see what the full lineage of it is.
Because he
Oh,
he
I
lost
know
to that
why.
emergence, right?
Yeah, I was about to say I know why it feels like a prop. When I think about it, and thank you for doing and thanks to me for doing the research. There's only been 3 reigns. It was Steve, Frankie, Steve. That's why
So it's fairly new still.
this is a hot potato belt.
I mean, the design is pretty. Don't get me wrong, it looks
Oh,
good, but
oh no, it is a good belt, but I I completely like it didn't even cross my mind that like yeah this is a new like belt, but there's got to be
uh,
some. My thing is that I think Steve Macklin like can be a great like I love his character work. I love how he talks on the mic. I think he's solid in ring. I think he can be a real definitive champion for that belt. My thing is, dude, where's the feud?
yeah,
Where's the feud? Where's the storyline? I'm gonna say this once and I'm gonna say it twice. Where is the build?
yeah. And hey, if it's me booking, you want to like add some legacy to it, just go give the Desmond. Let Desmond run with it. Let Desmond
I,
run with it. Have some mega matches, build it up. That's just me
I ain't
though.
mad at it. I ain't mad at that. I would
And he
let
won.
Des run with that. I
Give it to
would let Des run
Mustafa.
with that for sure.
Like give it to somebody with some banger matches to build the credibility of it. I mean, that'd be like the workers belt right there.
Yeah, I think the international belt should definitely be the workhorse belt of TNA.
Mhm.
Um, man, overall, oh wait, before we even close out Turning Point, then they ran back the NXT invasion. They had all this talk on Impact and on Turning Point of Ava talking to Stacey and talking about we got high security, we try to make sure nothing
Yeah,
happens again. You lied right in this man's face.
we have more security. They want to come again. A bunch of misfits just came again and just caused havoc.
It's just bullshit to my man Santino, dog. They bullshit. Man, I'm telling you, they bullshit on bro.
Yeah. Before we move real quick from Turning Point, I just want to bring up like your BDE Eddie Francis match.
Oh yeah, that
Um,
was a good match.
yeah, that was pretty good too. Like I said, just seeing I'm keep saying this, just seeing Brandon go from like behind the screen to the ring. I had like what 15 matches I think to go to like get my AJ Francis and like added TNA PLE is kind of cool, kind of dope. So like it was a couple of fun spots. He hit AJ Francis with a Canadian destroyer. That was insane. Like he AJ Francis with like 6'7", like 310. Like that's a big Canadian destroyer. So I mean,
Yeah,
I just want to give props to Brandon for that. AJ Francis has easily become like one of my favorite characters in like the past year or so with the stuff he does with TNA, like the online promos he do on his Twitter. And just the way he just be talking that gully on Twitter. So I mean, just shout out to
no,
both performers.
AJ is definitely one of those people who AJ. I'm not gonna lie, AJ with the international championship could also be good. Like
That would be
I,
great.
I think AJ's easily one of the most improved like performers in wrestling this year.
Yeah, like from an in-ring standpoint, like I said, though, character stuff. Me, Ben could talk even when he was, top dollar with Hit Row. I feel like he have a chance to. So just like now seeing him just go out there and like do him. I mean, AJ Francis is money, money,
Money,
money.
money. Oh,
So
and shout out AJ Francis for bringing Chameleon from Rap Shit on Turning Point. Cause ah, as a Rap Shit fan, shout out Chameleon. I'm always.
I didn't know who she was. So then, shout out
Oh, for real.
to her. But yeah,
You keep talking about your girl watching, but you always say some shit that's gonna get you end up on the couch.
all I said was just shout out to Chameleon.
Anyway, man, let's talk about SmackDown, dog. So I can save this man relationship. So let's talk about SmackDown. We had a couple of the last time is now tournament matches happen. So I guess we have to talk about Jey Uso going up against The Miz. I guess. I guess.
I mean, surprised it wasn't bad. Like I went
It
in
was
like expectations on the ground.
it, it wasn't bad. No, I don't think it's a these two have too many years in the game for it to be a bad match. Like, let me be so for real. Like, I just think genuinely, if it wasn't The Miz going over, what was the point of this match? That
Sure.
really is the question that I end up asking myself in hindsight after watching this. Because it wasn't like something, at least with like a Shinsuke Sheamus, it was like, okay, this is going to be interesting in ring. Or with a Damian Rusev, it's like, okay, this is something that people haven't seen before that folks want to see. With the Uso and the Miz, it's just, I've already been saying for weeks, Jay needs to get off screen and take a break. Honestly,
Mhm.
oh, we gonna talk about this when we get into Raw. I have a great way to write. I have a great way. I not even a great way. I have a semi pretty good way to write. I have a logical way to write Jay Uso off of TV, and it still makes sense for the character arc.
Mhm.
But we'll talk about that if I remember when we get to Raw. However, we know Jey Uso's not winning this probably.
Oh,
The only reason why I understand Jay going over is because he was the one that beat John in the Royal Rumble. This is the domino effect.
that's the only thing. That's really the only thing I feel like why they had him in the tournament and win because they were the 1 and 2 and he beat Cena in the Rumble, but wrong person won. I'm just like, if you gonna have Miz go down look that good to lose, like, what's the point? Like, I know Miz is gonna get everybody over, I guess, but it's just like, man, like,
This is great at putting people over.
yeah, I just feel like a lot of us are clamoring more for the Cena and Miz stuff. Like, at least I know I am, over Jay and Cena. So wrong guy won. It was a better match than I expected. But once Jay hit that spear, kind of top rope, I'm like, no, 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 no. And then like they pinned him, he's eating. I'm like, am I a Jay hater now? I don't know. I just think Jay does need like a break. I think, like you said,
Yeah, like here's the thing. It's not even the fact that I'm a hater. I really do like Jey Uso. Like genuinely, I think he's a better wrestler than people give him credit.
yeah,
I just think it's a fact of no matter who it is, when you deal with something like oversaturation, and even Cena has dealt with this in his career, you're going like, and also he's such a workhorse, which I commend, but it's reflecting in the product now. Like it is like very apparent that you need to be off TV for at least a couple weeks, get back right. You've been busting your ass, dog. Like
yeah,
let's
consistency. So
exactly. Speaking of a workhorse, let's talk about Ilya Dragunov and the U.S. Open Challenge. Because hey man, that man A Kid, I mean Axiom came out and said,
hey, fun match. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's the same thing every week with that. It's just great matches. Like I don't know, Ilya can't do no wrong at Open Challenge right now. I'm just glad that they're consistently adding more storyline and more feuds to it could potentially with it now, other than just being good matches. So I'm loving that
yeah,
we're constantly getting Tommaso interfering or talking with them backstage. I'm loving that, they're trying to get something going with maybe having Fraxium and DIY get a little feud going in between with the whole stuff that's going on with the Open Challenge because I'm glad we get a DIY Fraxium feud. Look to the screen. Um,
Banger, banger, banger,
Banger.
banger.
Yeah, like give me a series with that. But like I said, it's just it's what to expect at this point now. We expect a good match. Um, I'm just glad that we're getting more of like the backstage stuff and like the more storyline stuff now with the great matches we're getting. So overall, I mean, hey, great match, crazy spots. Ilia's him.
Dude, it was a Spanish fly into a H bomb. Do you know how crazy that shit is?
Ilia's him. I mean, that's my guy. Like I gotta see Ilya live. That's my boy.
Yeah, and also I wouldn't. Ooh, how have we not belted up Axiom yet? Send them to Raw. Give them the World Tag Belts. Something.
Could
Wait,
you
wait,
imagine
wait.
the phenomenal?
AJ and Dragon got those right now.
But just the
Let
match though, like give me a phenomenal dragons and Praxium.
that would be a crazy match. I do want that to happen.
Yeah.
Um, speaking of, let me see. I had a transition. I lost transition. I'm gonna be completely transparent, guys. I had and I lost it so badly. But man, we had Jade Cargill pop out, and she had her first match against BFAB, and this is I don't even want to say this is straight out of the Tony Khan playbook because this is really like what everyone thought it was going to be as a match dog. Like seriously, and I mean that in the sense of I want more for BFAB. I just want more for BFAB. That's really it. I want.
She's literally the person that just feed hills. Like, oh, you're a new hill. You need heat. Heat up BFAB. It's just I feel me for BFAB because like she had a nice little I guess I won't say run, but she's gonna like a little theme, which had the new theme. She's gonna have a little solo action with the U.S. Championship stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
like okay, now get back to just being fed heels. I guess in a sense that's a skill in itself to make heels look good, I guess. But I just feel like, man, I do feel like I want her to, to get more going with her character.
And she's so good at cutting promos. That's like,
Yes.
oh, she's the only person from Hit Row that still has a job.
Yeah.
There must be a reason. There must be a reason. Like
There are.
there genuinely must be a reason. There must be a plan that you think, or else she would have been on the chopping block a long time ago. Like, let's be
Mhm.
completely transparent. And
Yeah.
also, if you've been following her on socials and things like that, you see that she's been working with Natty in the dungeon. And also, it was super evident in this match. Like, both of them have been consistently upping their in ring quality, whether it's Jade or BFAB, and it showed. It was actually pretty enjoyable. I wouldn't mind seeing them go for like a 10, maybe a 15. Like I wouldn't see them getting a full match. But um as expected, this was practically a squash match.
Yeah.
Meechin came out, so even though I want so much more for Meechin, Meechin is getting fed.
Yeah. Like you said, that
Or
that that just feeding people to Jade at this point to build her heel credibility. I think.
could you I low key want them to run back the Chelsea Meechin thing, except this time Meechin goes over. Like I
Yes,
just
yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need that too.
no, you're 100% fine. I just want more for Meechin and BFAB. If there was ever a sentiment to come from this match or a train of thought that was sparked from that match, it was just that I want more for them.
Yeah, not because Chelsea and Meechin had some good stuff going. In the tournament for it. That little
Yeah.
feud they had going when they had like the street fight. Like I don't know, like Meechin can really go. Um, some I kind of does come off cringy sometimes. But when the bell rings, I mean, I don't know. I definitely want to see, I guess, something like some type of gold.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Tee it up for me. Let's talk about LA Knight and his mystery opponent.
Zack Ryder is back.
Whoa,
Man,
whoa, whoa.
as soon as I heard the theme hit, oh my goodness. I was home, my girl yelling. I'm just like, man, Zack Ryder is back. Like, looking good, 10 as ever, you
Oh,
know.
10 as ever.
And then like just to have his opponent be LA Knight is just like perfect booking. because they have like similar things going on right now. So
Dude, it's about it. Zack Ryder was LA Knight before LA Knight was LA Knight.
yeah, like Jack Ryder cross like I can walk. Um, but overall, it was a fun match. Like I said, you take two guys who have similar backgrounds, since they're getting themselves, organically over with fans and not really getting the push they deserve. So that's kind of cool just seeing them together. Um, Zach Ryder looks good. I mean, he still wrestles every day, so I mean, he looks good in the ring like always. Other night was looking pretty good. It was a fun match. It's one of the things where I'm just fantasy booking like, man, that could be like a fun feud with those two, like super fun. Just like with the talking stuff, the segments, the promos, that could be really fun with those two.
Yeah.
But just I don't know, the initial pop of getting Zack Ryder and not Matt Cardona was kind of crazy because I feel like you or someone put like in the chat they was just saying like we're definitely getting Matt tonight. Um, so for us to get Zach instead of Matt Cardona, that kind of like made me pop a little bit more. And the theme hit like that theme is goaded. So I
My thing, my thing about the theme is, why did we get the Def Rebel version? I wanted
oh
the,
down straight.
yeah, I wanted the uncut. You know, man, it's like they stepped on the crack, right? Like they stepped on the product. Like, come on, I want the pure uncut.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, but it's just such a good song. So
It is.
but yeah, shout out to Zack Ryder. I'm gonna get me a shirt before they take him off the market. Might wear it to the Cena show next month.
Oh yeah. Dude, such a fun match, dog. Like genuinely a fun match. I think the way how they were able to show the parallels in character through the way they paced out the match was really, really dope. Like the little taunts and the that it was really cool. LA Knight, of course, got the win. I don't think I don't think anyone thought that like any non WWE talent was gonna like get past the first round. So it's
I
kind of
mean,
it's
I kind of did. We'll get to Raw, but I kind of did a little bit.
mm, but yeah, man, like I definitely was just like, oh, I was excited. When it comes down to the Zach or Matt thing, I the only reason I'm like not too pressed about it is because as soon as I saw that the shirts went up, I was like, okay, now this makes sense. They want the merchandise, and
Mhm.
at least Matt is going to get somewhat of a kickback from it. Like I'm assuming that
Yeah,
Matt's going to get something out of the
yeah,
merchandising deal, right? Especially with how much since he's left WWE, he's been such a insanely wise businessman when it comes to the wrestling business. Like
Mhm.
he's got the toy line, he's got I feel like every post or every time he's doing something, he's selling something or something's going well for him lucrative business wise.
yeah.
Um and then I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about this underwhelming ass main event for SmackDown. Cody Rhodes versus Bronson Reed.
It's, I mean, we're building the war games. Like I said, it was underwhelming. I mean, you start off with the segments in the beginning with Bronson and Heyman just walking around, just Bronson Reed being big and Paul Heyman talking. And I mean, like I said, I mean Bronson, I do believe is a credible main event heel.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, it's just whenever against Cody, it's like what the result's going to be automatically. So like
Yeah.
it kind of takes away from the emergence I have for a lot of these matches when they're championship matches because I know
Yeah.
Cody's not losing the belt on a Friday to Bronson Reed. It's just it's like I'm just waiting to see okay who's coming to interfere, who's going to stop it, who's the extra person coming in for war games. But I mean, in ring wise, I mean it was cool, it was okay. I mean Cody doesn't have any bad matches. Um,
I'm not
Drew's
gonna
being
lie, when it comes down to especially because I know you had talked about the War Games build, especially during SmackDown. When it comes down to the build, the women were whooping the men's ass when it came down to build. Because you
yep.
had the segment at the top of the show with Io and Rhea coming out, and then Charlotte, thank God we're keeping up continuity. Charlotte was like, you realize I'm one of your biggest rivals and you're one of mine?
Yeah, I'm
We
gonna put
shouldn't
that
be
up. Yeah.
we shouldn't be fucking with each other right now. And then she just left. And then they get their asses whipped by Nia and Lash. Don't ask me who I'm rooting for in War Games. Just know I'm rooting for Lash Legend. Um, and the Kabuki Warriors was being all their asses. Like I think the women's match, because I think it was actually kind of flipped last year. The men's was doing way better with the build than the women's was last year. Now it's flipped. The women's is doing way better, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I totally agree because I just like I like when they realize that wrestling fans aren't dumb and that there's such thing as like history. We know what between different competitors,
Of
performers.
course,
So I'm glad that she brought that up because like Rhea and Charlotte had beef. So
dude, like major beef.
like that built up to WrestleMania 39, it was on site squabbles every Friday. So I'm just glad they put that up. And then, like I said, I'm glad Lash is looking strong because, I always worry when they bring up talent, especially talent that look like us. How they gonna do them. So I'm
Yeah,
just glad she's still looking strong because, like, I think she like throwing this like a backstage segment was beating up Rhea.
no, for
So I'm glad Lash looking strong. But just getting back to the main event, like I said, the highlight was just Drew coming back, being suspended, and just
real.
beating everybody up again. So and then he aligned with the vision, so we know Drew's going to be in the War Games. Which I mean, talent wise, this is a stacked War Games. No
It
story,
is
but talent wise, it's stacked AF. So
very,
I
very
mean,
stacked.
yeah, that's saving it for me just how stacked it is.
I think my biggest thing is I figured he was suspended because this motherfucker had to go film the movie that he's in with Henry Cavill.
Mm.
What the fuck happened to the movie? Because now my thing is now that the suspend at first when he hit the suspension, I was like, okay, this gives more of a vacancy for main event heels to show up on SmackDown, like we saw with Alistair and things like that. But we know that was all just a ploy to then bring him back for War Games. But the motherfucker has to go and get some time off to go shoot this movie at some point. So I'm like, I don't want this War Games match to like leave a carrot hanging and like a credible thread in the storyline that just ends up getting dropped and not picked up because we've had so many of that this year. The more I like think back on everything that's happened.
Yeah, he might get injured during the War Games, and not give him time to go record
Yeah,
and come back and kick Cody in the face in like a couple months.
yeah, man. But overall, what do you think of this episode of SmackDown?
Um, Overall, not too bad. Like I said, I think my biggest thing that had me, clamoring the most was just like the surprise opponent, and they just with Matt Cardona, it didn't disappoint. Um, but overall, it was solid. Like you said, definitely. Um, I was on the lower end, but it was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
I feel you. All right, man. Let's get right into it. It's everybody's favorite part of the pod. You feel me? Let's get into the game. Let's have some fun. So,
Hmm.
first game we gonna play Wrestling Grid. Let me go ahead and share the screen and we get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I highly suggest if you are currently listening on audio, go ahead check out the YouTube or switch to video if you're watching us on Spotify or something like that, so you guys can go ahead and play along. If this is anyone's first time tapping into the podcast, just know that Wrestling Grid is a daily wrestling challenge featuring a 3x3 grid that players must complete by filling in 9 wrestlers who fit the row and column criteria. Y'all know the drill. Let's get into it.
Hmm. So a little bit. Let's see what we got.
All right, for the columns, we have the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Best Wrestler of the Year 2023 Continental Classic and the AEW Tag Team Champ. For the rows, we have an international champion for AEW, TNT champion for AEW, and an NXT champion. So this is the AEW heavy grid today.
Even though a lot of carriers.
Oh, I was gonna say, I we might both be stuck.
All right. Um, let's see if I can do something. Let's go NXT champion, AW tag champ. Um, Samoa Joe. No, he's the
Trios champ.
yeah.
Hmm,
Uh, I'm blanking right now.
let me
Was
see.
was was Alistair a tag champ?
No, he was not.
I'm blanking right now. Yeah, this AEW won't be hard for me.
All right, let me try something real quick here. Let's do Ricochet. You got show. He shows up in none of these. I could. Oh no, he was in the 2024 Continental Classic, not 2023. All right, goddamn.
uh, Adam Cole. He got to be somewhere up there.
Adam Cole definitely on here. No place for Adam.
Oh my goodness, gonna be a long one.
Oh, this is gonna be. This is definitely gonna be a long one.
um,
All right. Give me Kyle Fletcher. So Kyle Fletcher. Who else was TNT champ? Give me Cody Rhodes. Give me Cody. We got
there
Cody.
we go.
AEW
Um,
International Champion. Let's give me
one best wrestler of
Okada.
the year.
Let's do
Um,
Okada. And the best
uh,
wrestler of the year that was an NXT champion. Shinsuke. Shinsuke. Give me Shinsuke.
all right, there you go.
Now,
The tag
this
one's
is
going to
where
kill me.
this is where I'm gonna start getting fucked up because
'Cause
I don't remember the classic.
I've been Kyle Clarkson. That's AEW too, right?
Yeah.
I'm ready to just throw names at the wall.
All right. Give me
um, go ahead.
another for Wardlow.
Uh, I said Alistair. I said Adam Cole. Man, who are some tag champs?
Thank God I remembered that Darby Allin and Sting were tag team champions.
They were a thing with that. Man,
I only remember that because I was watching a Tony Khan interview this morning. Um, NXT champion and an AEW tag team champion.
I'm trying to think.
Pac? No Pac. Who are all the people from NXT that ended up going to AEW? Kyle O'Reilly? No, never. Kyle
See,
O'Reilly was never
I'm stumped.
NXT
I'm stumped right
champion.
now.
I'm
Was
st-
was Buddy Matthews the next champion? I don't know. I'm just throwing names at the wall.
Buddy Matthews. You know Buddy Matthews was no NXT champion, dog.
I'm just spitballing right now. I don't know.
Oh, we go.
we need we need a AW guy. Where the Oracle at?
No, for real. I need serious.
We need to phone a friend.
Kind of a classic. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Kind of a classic. I'm gonna figure something out. We gonna get this going. Wait a minute. We just gotta start throwing names at the wall. You feel me? Adam Page,
Yeah.
Bobby, Bobby Lashley, nothing. AEW International Champion.
Swerve? Oh, wasn't Keith Lee NXT champion?
Oh shoot, you're right. Good job. Good job.
Basking in his glory. Goodness gracious. Um, all right.
Okay, Kenny Omega. I
Okay.
remember Kenny.
Okay.
There we go. Well, all we got is this row. All we got is this row, dog. I mean,
Let
all we
me
got is this
see.
column.
God,
Orange Cassidy, no. Darby Allin, we already got.
yeah.
Uh, Sammy Guevara, no. I'm trying to remember who the hell was the TNT champion.
We already said some with Joe, I think, right?
Yeah, Pretty King. Yeah.
Hmm. Man,
Nakanosuke. The 2023 Continental Classic.
that wasn't that
Awesome.
long ago, neither.
It wasn't. I'm just these guys. Who are like
Like,
I
who were
don't
like the big guys on that time that I can think of?
know. Like, the fact that Mark Briscoe hasn't won a singles title in AEW is kind of insane to me.
Mm.
Very,
Did
very insane.
we already say Dustin? Was he? I don't know.
Oh
I'm just
no, actually, yes, he was. He was not Dusty. Gold Dust. Gold Dust was TNT champion. God damn it. I guess he just doesn't fit any. I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
Annoyed.
Like I said, I'm not an AEW guy. I don't know.
I know, so I'm trying to figure this out. All right, I'm gonna give us. We got. Let's do this real quick. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out because I'm not gonna check the comments and have people folks screaming my name, trying to cuss me out because I'm blanking on these. I gotta think about who are all the NXT champions. Who are the NXT champions that went over to AEW?
That's the guy that they just signed. That was that had to go back because of the clause. Oh my god.
Andrade. We got
Jeez.
one. See, we just need two others. We just need two others. We got Andrade.
I'm trying. I'm just throwing names at the wall. Claudio, did he win something?
We can start. Nope, no Claudio.
TNT champion. See, we only need one. We only need one, brother.
Okay, so Garcia. That's a national champion.
Yeah, international champion. We only need one. I think
I'm just thinking back to just the clips I saw back in the day from 2023.
is it Kenny? We just were MJF. MJF.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just thinking of,
MJF. Because then he changed it to to the United States one. Is that MJF?
no, MJF had the world title, like the actual like the big boy title.
The big strap.
AEW. We really only need one. I'm really Klushko
I'm just
Okada.
thinking, the powerhouse abs have it. I'm just throwing names out there. Powerhouse.
I feel like I
Uh,
already ooh. Although that does make me think Shibata, anything? No. Um, I'm just thinking of folks that could I'm thinking of folks that could have it.
I feel like once you get it, you're like, wow. This happen every time with the last one. He's like, oh, it's this person. Um, I'm trying to Google.
Think um oh what's how have we forgotten the biggest name in fucking AEW?
You like Moxley again? I thought you been said Moxley.
No, none of us said box.
Oh, hey, okay.
Hey,
Hey,
took
we
way
need to
longer
work
than it should have, but neither of us are AEW guys for real.
we
I
need to work with it this week.
I just got back into the product like maybe maybe like 6 months ago.
Hey, we got it. Made it work out, man.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it went longer than expected, but hey, we here now. We back. Y'all got hope that was a fun game. Tired of hope y'all weren't yelling at us too bad.
Just throw names at the wall.
Yeah, we got fucked over. We got
That
fucked
was
over in
all
that one.
AEW.
Someone could say we got fucked raw. Speaking of raw, let's just hop right into it. Oh,
Hey yo.
that's gonna be the title of the episode. We got fucked raw. Guys, this is what happens when I'm incredibly sleep deprived and we decide to record a podcast. That's what this is.
Almost there.
Almost there. But no, dude, first off, Madison Square Garden. Amazing, amazing, amazing venue. Last Raw with John Cena. I ain't gonna lie. Little thug tears started showing, especially once they started showing. Actually, no thug tears for real. But I got a little emotional, especially when they started showing the promo package of the 2008 Rumble, and he came out at 30, and you got that iconic ass shot,
Oh my goodness. That pop was insane.
dude.
Super Cena. But that the X serum, the way he healed up that quick. Like, oh my goodness.
That's my goddamn goat. And so I think it was really, really fun and really dope for him to come out, address the crowd. He's talking about how he's only got a couple dates left, and then Dominic Mysterio comes out, and I'm thinking, we running this back again? Again? Say that. Say that.
So that.
And so John challenges to the match right then and there. Dom says, nah, fuck that. We did it in your hometown. We gonna do this in my hometown. We gonna do it we gonna do it in goddamn San Diego at War Games. I said, say less. I feel like everybody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't gonna be Dom versus Ray, it had to be Dom versus Cena at War Games. So they have that match get confirmed. Then the Judgment Day starts jumping John Cena. So Sheamus comes out, starts wilding on Finn Balor and JD McDonough because we got the Irish Civil War going on right now. Then you hear that booyaka booyaka, and the goat, another one of my goats, Rey Mysterio comes out and starts whooping on his kid starts whooping on his kid like he brought home a bad report card. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, like WrestleMania, what was it? 39 again.
39, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's still so crazy that the cinnamon toast crunch mascot during 39 for Ray and Dom's match was Sol Ruka.
it was?
Yeah, that was Sol Ruka.
That's jokes. Oh
Um,
man.
but no, then it ends up being turned to a 6-man tag match between Cena, Ray, and Sheamus against the members of the Judgment Day. Dude, what did you think of the match?
That was fun. Like, I don't know. I'm liking how we're getting like the even like vibes back in the day where you get your segment, with your promo in the ring, interference, impromptu match. Like I'm a huge fan of like impromptu matches, if it makes sense. So
Yeah.
like let's get an impromptu match with Cena teaming up with Sheamus and Ray one more time. Like I said, it's just one of those things that go to show that a lot of guys that we watched growing up are like really getting up there now. Because like I don't know, I kind of you see it obviously when we had them three stand next to each other. It's just like man, like these the guys I grew up watching. So
For
like I was
real.
getting like the nostalgia feels from that. Um, good match in ring wise, a lot of fun spots that was hit me like in my spirit a little bit with the triple you can't see me, then them on all cylinders doing their finishes back to back to back. This was like I said, I feel like I said the same word over and over again, but this was a really, really, really fun match. One that that I think was definitely needed for the tour, for
Mhm.
that feel good moment.
Yeah.
And then again, it's still, once again, in the loss, it's still having like the Judgment Day seem credible. I think, in my opinion, anytime John Cena, can't go Super Cena and beat him, he had to get help from like, Sheamus and Ray. So fun match. Definitely, I feel like it was definitely needed, since got like but 2 matches left now. Um
Yeah. We
and
got
that
War Games and then Saturday night's main event, man.
yeah, so it was just a nice, fun, feel good match. And just side note, Ray can still go. Like, oh my goodness, Ray was flying around. He's like what 50? So
Yeah, dude. Ray was moving like he wasn't just injured, and he did just come off the bench.
yeah, so I'm just like, man, like just Ray can still go, Sheamus can still go, like Outgoes can still go. So it was just fun, man. Like I really enjoyed that match a lot.
Yeah. And so, just a really enjoyable, really fun match. The 15 knuckle shuffle was so fun to me.
It was.
So fun. Um, and then not the white noise, just all of them going banger after banger after banger.
One
All
time to
each
the
member of the
burn.
Judgment Day.
Yep.
Yeah, like it was so fun.
It was a
And
lot
then
of feel good moments.
I think that shot after the match where it's the three of them walking back to Gorilla and Sheamus, John, and Ray are all looking up. Someone's got to frame that. Someone has to frame that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a beautiful shot. But yeah, I like it. It really is a throwback from back in the day where it's like, hey, random tag match, let's get it. Speaking of random tag matches, um, we didn't talk about this during the SmackDown recap, but we are getting a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series the Friday before War Games. I think that's going to be fun.
Mhm. Yeah. Because I remember we were like just speculating at like a couple months ago, would that be like the war game? So at least we're still getting, I guess,
The payoff to that.
yeah, the MFT just bullying everybody. So that should be pretty fun. I'm excited for that because the freaking face team, my God, got some hoopers over there. So
Hey, anytime you put Ray Phoenix in that field, he gonna hoop.
yeah, so yeah, just going back to that. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Like I wish we had Brand Wars, but hey, I'll take that on a Friday. That should be fun.
Yeah, and then I'm excited to see how the Wyatt Six kind of play into that whole thing because they still haven't picked up that storyline just yet. Um,
Mhm.
but no, really, really good match. Speaking of the mysteries and things that haven't been picked up or things that we haven't seen in a while, especially if we were talking about the traditional Survivor Series match. Hey man, someone was here to show the world. Someone was here to show the world, and someone came out to be Solo Sokoa's mystery opponent, as y'all can tell right behind me. My man came back. You feel me? Ziggy! Ziggy!
Man.
I'm here to show the. As soon as that music hit, I popped. I popped. I can't even
Yeah.
lie to you.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I mean, what you think about it? Since like how was in ring wise and just your initial reaction to like when the music hit? Like, how you feeling about it all?
my initial reaction, I was like, okay. I was like, dude, this is gonna be so awesome. Like, I know there were a lot of names that were expecting me thrown around. I honestly wasn't like trying to think too much about it, but I remember I saw a video that Alan Owens had did because he went to the House of Glory show on Saturday. That was this past Saturday. Speaking of
Mhm.
which, shout out to Mercedes Monet, 13 belts Monet.
Hey, Sears, that's 13.
That's why. That's why Sears isn't here today. Sears decided not to do the episode because she got 13.
You would
But
have lost it.
no, what was I saying? No. And so it was just really my initial thought was he literally was performing in a high school gym 2 days ago. And now he's performing at Madison Square Garden.
Great pop,
Only
amazing crowd reaction.
only Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, whatever the fuck you want to call him, only he can have that type of like career. That's insane. That's so dope to me. Like I think it was a great return. So fun. You're talking about buying shirts. I might have to get a Zig shirt. I might have to get a Zig shirt, dog. Um, but yeah, man, the show off came and show off he did. Cause that like even though we're talking about guys that like still wrestle like actively today, like literally have been booked hell, we literally just talked about him like an hour ago, maybe
Yeah,
40 minutes ago. But like, dude, he still sells like a motherfucker, dude.
yeah, like he's making Solo look really strong in that match just by selling his moves. Like I don't know, just like simple like clotheslines, suspending your nagi. He made that look extra painful with the way he was selling it. So yeah, he's easily the greatest Solo of all time, man.
Dude, he's I think for his the more that this match made me think, I think for his generation of wrestler, we got to put him on the Mount Rushmore or something. Got to. Absolutely got to.
Yeah, and I feel like for me personally, like I feel like in his absence, it made me clamor for him more. Because I feel like, when he was active, especially, I mean, he was getting booked terrible. We looked at the NXT stuff, I mean, but I feel like in his absence, it's just like, man, like he really was special. Like, 'cause I did watch it at work because I fell asleep mode, so I actually missed it on the Monday night. Watched it the next day, and I'm at work, doing my little desk stuff, for school start, not pop at work. So I'm just like, man, like the office back, like it like his music hit, and I instantly got like the feeling like being a kid again. Like this whole run like a kid again. Like this was a very nostalgia feeling raw. So
Oh
just
yeah.
back to that too. Like it was
Dude,
great.
think about everyone that showed up during this Raw. Nikki Bella,
Yep.
Sheamus, Rey
Hmm.
Mysterio, CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena. This was 2011 again.
Yeah, like this was a stacked raw, man. I was happy about this
Oh,
raw because like it just, man, it was such a great show.
and if we're going to talk about nostalgia, we got to talk about the next match, dog. Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree for the IC title. Oh, also, in case we didn't mention this when we were talking about the Sikoa and Ziggler match. Sikoa got the pin, looked really, really fucking strong. Like Vaughn said, really great match. But Becky versus Maxine for the Intercontinental title. I feel like everyone expected what was going to happen, but there was always like a Becky could pull the rug out from under her. But no, we have a new Intercontinental Champion, man. Thanks to the help of one and only AJ Lee.
Light it up, light it up.
Hey man, I love the fact that AJ is back. I love that she's helping put over new talent. I love that Becky's helping put over new talent. I love that Maxine is because I've been hearing reports from interviews on the women's division. Everyone's like, Maxine's going to be the next big star. Maxine's going to be the next big star. And I was like, because this was before she got this little push. I was like,
Yeah.
but where's the evidence in the ring to show it? So now that we're kind of getting it and we're seeing her improve and we're seeing her actually like go, I'm like, okay, you've given her the ball. Let's see how she does with it. That's those are really my thoughts.
And I feel like it ties back to what we've been saying for the past few weeks is like that dungeon man is producing and generating some great in ring like wrestling, and she's a product of it. So that's pretty cool. My thing is I feel like a part of me knew that Maxine can win, but a part of me was like Becky and AJ Lee for the IC title would be sick. Like that's what I really wanted. I wanted that
Yeah.
really bad. So I was like, if she was to lose it, I was okay, cool. I mean, it's fine, but I'm just like, I was for sure thinking we were gonna get AJ versus Becky at some PLE. Probably like the next one will probably been War Games, but after seeing the dirt sheet stuff like that, they're gonna probably be in the War Games match, but. Um, I mean, overall, like I said it was a great showing. She looked really good. I'm just curious on what's Maxine's finisher because she won with a crossbody. so,
Yeah.
I, I mean, is it the ankle lock? I just want to know where her finishing moves are, especially with her now as champ, so I can know. I
There's
don't know.
got to
Like
be an
just
actual distinct finisher.
yeah, basically, yeah. So yeah, we're being champ. I mean, I'm just curious. 'Cause, like now and I said NXT, the IC title picture is now wide open. Like anybody can get a chance. Anybody can wrestle. In comparison, to, I feel like with Becky, I feel like everyone been fed to Becky. I feel like now that Maxine has it, literally anyone can win. Literally anybody. So that's fun. That's fun just to see. No disrespect, I mean, but it's just fun to see, how that goes now with the division being so open and not being locked down by Becky Lynch.
No, I like seeing it move down to the women's mid card like how it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Also, think of the IC champions right now. It is John Cena and Maxine Dupree.
Dupree. Yeah.
Insane work. Insane work, man. Um, like uh, just absolutely insane. But speaking of IC and IC champions, let's talk about one of the greatest IC champions making his return to Monday Night Raw. Gunther, the Ring General,
That
facing off
Walter
against the
entrance
young
back.
OG, facing off against the young OG Javon Evans. Man, as soon as I heard Walter's music hit, I said, "Oh shit!" I I almost want to say a prayer for Javon.
Yeah. It was definitely like just kind of giving just vibes of like hitting that gong hit for the first time, Undertaker. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, it's gonna get bad. I can't
Oh
wait till they
man.
get to like Europe and like they catch and then America catch on to like singing Gunther's theme, like how they do in, like NXT UK days. Um,
Mm,
but this was a really fun match too. Like Javon definitely held his own against Gunther, and like it just goes to show how much confidence they have in Javon because he had what match with Gunther, then he had what Sami Zayn, then he had Randy Orton, and then like they've been putting him in there with a lot of like of the top guys. So it's just cool
yeah.
to see
They
that the
definitely
confidence
have
they have
a
in Javon.
exactly. They definitely see a strong future with him for sure.
Mhm. So just him and Gunther had a pretty good match. Like I said, Javon's another guy. Same with Leon, who I'm just so invested in now that if he's on my TV screen, I'm glued in and watching it. Um, some big chops, some really big chops. But yeah, it
Insane
was
show.
fun, man. Like it was fun. Like of course, no one probably thought Javon was gonna win, but it was just a nice, fun showing to say, "Hey, here's what we got for the future." To everybody who wants to see it. So it was cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun. Dude, I I would like to see them run this back again in like a full like showcase for the build or something like that. Because I think you can have a real dope David and Goliath story, almost akin to what Sammy and Gunther had heading into WrestleMania 40, but on a much bigger scale. Um, yeah, everyone expected Gunther to win. I'm praying, hoping and praying. I'm hoping and praying that somehow he gets beat and Carmelo is actually the one to be seen as final opponent. I'm delusional. I'm delulu. I'll own up to it. But again, I am hoping and praying that Gunther isn't the last opponent because you've already retired the legend, man. Let someone else get it.
It's funny. So you think Bronson loses next week? Probably interference,
So
probably
here's the
war
thing.
game stuff.
Here's the thing that I've noticed, right? There hasn't been any interference in any of these last time is now tournament matches so far.
Mhm.
Like Talatonga was on the ringside for Sikoa's match. Nothing happened. I would have thought that Carmelo would have came out and interfered with Miz's match with Jay. Nothing like that. So everyone's been being clean so far. I'm like, damn. Maybe once we get to I don't know, man. If we're going off, excuse me, who's beating who clean, I definitely think that Carmelo can beat Bronson Reed clean. Like, I definitely believe that. However, have they been booking him to be that way?
Mhm.
So that's where my delusion comes in.
Okay. Yeah,
Do you
but
want to talk
nah,
about
I agree though.
the? I was say, do you want to talk about the last segment? Wait, no, real quick. There is something.
Nikki, Stephanie.
Yeah, Nikki Stephanie. Definitely go ahead and touch on that real quick before we
Mhm.
get into the last little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like I said, it's just time. Like we've been waiting for Nikki to flex a little bit. Like she's her. Flex flex some accolades. Your pioneer, Hall of Fame, or cornerstone women's division. All that good stuff. So I'm loving. Like we all said, like Nikki Bella is better as a heel. So since she turned heel, it's definitely been more, I guess, appealing to me personally. To
Mm,
watch the stuff. I'm still not excited for the match itself because when the bell rings, it's like that's Stephanie Vaquera and Nikki Bella. But
yeah.
she's definitely doing her job, I would say, in putting over Stephanie as the main event face. So in that aspect, I'm loving it. But the match, I'm really not caring for. Still, to be honest.
It's like, hey, you know, yeah, who's really? What are we really doing here?
Yeah. So like, I mean, it's like story wise, cool. In ring, I'm still unless I'm PLE.
Yeah. I think overall, my big thing right now when it comes to Stephanie and Nikki is just let's let Nikki go. Let I want to see. Let's have them knuckle up. I think that Nikki has been serving really well in the ring and has been making the point where all these people that we thought would be leagues ahead of her, the gap has been closing. So, hey, let's do it. Like, I feel like she's definitely been improving, and especially coming off of a 6 year hiatus, she's been keeping up more than I thought. Now, I'm not saying she's been wrestling better than any of these women that she's been put up against recently, but she's been hanging and running with the big dogs. So let's let her run with the biggest. I'm not mad at it at all. I think the story is fun, and besides, when we get uh, a heel Nikki is the best Nikki. The Nikki that said, "I wish you had died in the womb." I feel like I said that last part, but you get the point. I think that's what we need. I let just let the two of them have some fire promo segments, and it'll make up for it.
Yeah, have fun.
Um, let's see. Oh, so when it comes to speaking of the biggest, and the big dogs. The women's War Games build has been going crazy, especially on Raw, man. Like, not only did we see this was basically a lesbian off. Let's really think about this when we got on Monday, man.
Defend
Um,
their girlfriends. That's all.
Io and Rhea come to the ring. Alexa comes to the ring. They're talking about they're talking about the War Games match, and they're talking about how Charlotte hasn't taken anyone's calls. And Alexa's like, I've seen you on Instagram. We know that you're running around, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. And then they get jumped. They get attacked. Charlotte comes to saves day, whoops Lash with a kendo stick. And then Charlotte hugs Alexa, looks at Rhea, and then Rhea just hugs Io. They got a little lesbian off, man. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Very, very funny, very cute, very heartwarming as we see the build towards War Games.
Yeah.
And man, I don't even I don't even want to talk about the men's side of things after that last fucking segment, dog. But go ahead, you tee it up.
All right. So we got, a little interaction between our heel and face members for the War Games. Typical long entrances, got double J's eating and whatever. They get in the ring, we get some back and forth, and then the music hits. And you hear that guitar riff. And that guy that's on paperwork comes out there and does what he
Fuck
do
'em.
best.
I'll say it
He comes out
again.
he comes out there, suplexing everybody, throwing everybody around, looking like the beast incarnated that they built him to be. Um, like I said, I want to see what with Steph. Like that guy is, I don't know. We're not rocking with him still, but he did what he was supposed to do. As being the bad guy, he came out there and was the bad guy. And then
No,
with
and
Clamp,
even everything aside, I wasn't. I hate the fact that I have to talk about this motherfucker. Even everything aside, like, how many times are we gonna see Roman and Brock again, again, and again?
like what, like a six,
I,
seven time, six, seven. So I
I,
mean,
I really do believe. No, this really has me questioning who's running the company because there's been a lot of Vince like booking recently. Who's really running this company?
no, yeah, that I don't know. This is very Vince like, um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I hate him, but he's doing what he's supposed to do. Like he's being the bad guy.
Oh no,
Um,
absolutely.
and we got your final boss, bad guy. You need your you know, reinforcements to come in, and that's when we get our tribal chief. OTC is back, to an amazing pop. He's looking great like always, or off the charts. Then he got that duty do. He's beating up the bad guys, and we have our full teams now set for war games. Which, in my opinion, this is easily the most stacked war games we have ever seen.
Yeah,
On both sides. So like, I'm excited to see this from an in-ring standpoint because I feel like it's going to be some great in-ring stuff, and even with like the potential segments and talking points and vignettes because you have a lot of superstars right now and on both sides. So like we finna hopefully, fingers crossed, get
Mm,
some good build now that we finally have the five set in stone. And they can hopefully, I want actual build, not just every weekend we're interfering and fighting each other to end the show. Like give me some talking points, give me something other than just them attacking each other up until war games. But overall, I'm liking what we got. That guy's back again. Hopefully he's here for this, and that's it. Another hiatus. Roman's back, of course, because it's a big PLE. Um, yeah, just it was some good stuff. Like I said, like that last part was for me definitely was exciting. Outside the fact that it is Lesnar again.
yeah, but folks opened up that can of worms, and now here he is.
Yeah,
Anyway, I ain't even man. Let's let's stop talking about the past of the WWE. Let's talk about the future real quick because we did have NXT Gold Rush, and man, fun show, fun show.
Yeah.
We had Joe Hendry and Thea Hale go up against Ethan Page and Chelsea Green for the AAA Mixed Tag Team titles. Man, I don't know whether it's because Joe apparently just signed a WWE deal or not, but Joe came out to hoop on Tuesday.
His
Maybe,
bag.
may, hey, maybe Joe saw the check hit and said, let me do my thing."
Yeah, nah, because he was doing like what, like some like hold where he's like on his head going back and forth. Went into that. He's doing some hurricanranas. I'm just like Joe was
Yeah,
out here just doing anything, and I love it.
Joe was doing some shit I ain't never seen Joe do. I said, "Oh, you 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 was just in the PC waiting for the check to hit. Got you. I respect it. I respect the hustle."
But I'm really starting to fall more for the character that they're doing, like this little group with Thea and Joe. Like it's really funny, and I feel like it's giving Thea
Yeah,
something to do because Thea has a really good character and personality. Stuff like tagging her along with Joe Hendry, like another guy who's like character personality driven as a character as a wrestler. I think is really really good. So like I'm super excited um for them for that stuff. And I think honestly they need to bring like they need to create like a mixed gendered like tag belt in the WWE. So I could think of so many like mixed gender matches that would be fire. Um
dude, we need the mixed match challenge back.
yeah, there we go. Bring that back because like the Terra Twins, Dom and Liv. You want to go Seth and Becky? Like it's so much. We get crazy with that, but yeah, overall it's just fun because like I said, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page. Like I love what they're doing right now as like double champs and like just being Weasley heels and just being con artists and just being dirtbags. Like they're my favorite kind of heel because like they're once again they're slimy and sleazy, but they're funny. So like it's great. Like I love what
You,
they're doing right now too.
you know what they remind me a lot of? Team Rocket. They remind me of Team Rocket from Pokemon.
Yeah, they do.
And then afterwards, Ethan, after Ethan is able to sneak a pin on Joe and they're able to get the win, Lola Vice meets them backstage and says, "Hey, this Saturday, you're facing me and Mr. Iguana for those titles." As soon as I heard that, I said, "Hey, take the belts off of them. Let Lola and Mr. Iguana get the belts."
Yeah, it's time for Lola to get something. Like Lola deserves something. Give it that. MSC Guana just so over. That'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
dude, I think it's just, I think, again, it's insane the fact that we are having this type of run and the fact that we're in a world where NXT, AAA, and TNA are just able to work and commingle.
It's
Amazing
giving us great
run.
stuff. It's giving us great stuff. Never happened to Vince. Like we're getting so much good stuff because of it.
Yeah. And you were talking about how great the character work between Joe Hendry and Thea Hale was. And dude, if we want to talk about character work, especially on NXT right now, gotta talk about Blake Monroe. She had a match against Sol Ruka, the rematch for a North American title. And dude, this woman might really be Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. She might really have a demon inside. Like, it's insane how this is going. And was a really fun match. Lots of story progression. Um, was it just me, or was it giving very with the story beats, kind of Roman and Jimmy Hell in the Cell, the I Quit match, that not Roman and Jimmy, Roman and Jay,
Yeah,
the I
yeah.
Quit match. But I was like, as soon it was just it was a really good match. Like especially for Soul to have just come off the injury list. When she did the one-legged kip up, I said, "Oh, Soul still like that."
Yeah, still like that.
She was getting dog walked most of the match, but she still like that.
Mm.
So not only does her getting dog walked help establish Blake Monroe, and it helps assert her as a dominant force and especially a dominant champion. But match that with the segments and how they're trying to play off the glamour and the viciousness type of vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah, because dude, after Blake got the pin on Soul, or after Zarya threw in the towel, after Blake had Soul in that submission hold, you can see in her
I was tapped
eyes.
in. Yeah, that was scary. She was
You can
tapped in.
see in her eyes. She went from being incredibly vicious to going back to being the glamour. I was like, this is an insane level of character work.
Like once they like rang the bell, like she held that like I guess the demon like for a minute and then jumped right back to the ground. I'm just like, oh, she's crazy. She is
Yeah,
insane.
that's like when the crazy chick that you kind of mess around with, like, is like, oh, I light your car on fire, but then she ends up sleeping with you like the next day. So it's like,
It's all good.
exactly.
But yeah, she's something, man. Like so, yeah, character work is off the charts with Blake, and like I said, got everything to back it up. And like you said, I think you said I agree with. This being someone like Soul in that fashion definitely is starting to add more to her, like her heel stuff. Just being like this dominant, ruthless, heel, which hopefully she can put on some good matches with other people for that belt. So I'm excited for
I
like
was
more
about to
stuff from
say,
Blake.
I gotta know who would you feed to Blake next, or who would you have feud with Blake next?
Um, I'm trying to because Kehlani and Jordan's busy with the Knockouts Championship. Lola's busy with the mixed tag. Um, I mean, well, no, she's a heel too.
Maybe Jada,
Man, yeah, I'll say Jada. Yeah, maybe get a returning Jada.
because at this
Go out
point,
there.
Jada's so over. You could just call her a tweeter or a face.
Yeah, honestly, something Jada in there that could work. Um, I'm trying to think, man. Like I'm a Fallen Henley guy, so if you want to get back to her again, that'd be cool. But she's a heel too. And then Izzy, yeah, they're back to being heels too. So it's not many women's face wrestlers in the division right now I can think of, other than like Jada.
Yeah.
I just
So,
want to give it to like one of like the Evolve people. I mean, but
hey man, Callie Armstrong against Blake Monroe. Oh my God, wait a minute. That would be a Blake carry job. No disrespect to Callie Armstrong, but Jesus,
yeah,
I'm thinking about the match.
yeah,
Um,
it's
I don't
hard to
know,
think.
man. It is hard to think of, but um, let's talk about something that isn't too hard to think of. Javon Evans and Leon Slater being an incredible tag team. That is not hard to think about at all, dog. So they went up against Dark State for the NXT Tag Team titles. Now I wasn't gonna lie, man. No matter what direction that match went, I'm sold. I'm there. I would have been content either way. I'm a Dark State guy. I'm a Javon Evans guy. I'm a Leon Slater guy. I'm
Yeah,
sold.
that was fun, man. Like, um, definitely Darkseid's definitely doing a lot better after coming off that sad showing at Invasion, I think it was. It's the Hardys.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so they're definitely really good. And like I said, anytime you got Leon and Javon, I mean, I don't know, they give me Hardy vibes. I don't know. Like I just love what they're doing. Like they're a young, fun, like tag team right now. Well, tag team. So I
Mhm.
really do want them to have like a tag title in the future. Like that like the runs they can like the run with that with the promos and like the segments and like the matches and like just them being just menaces on, like outside the ring. Like I can really just see them taking that and really elevating it a lot. So, but it was super super fun and like I'm starting to really like Dion a lot too. Like Dion Lennox, like
Yeah.
he came a long way from being that guy with the glasses and backstage is gonna look like Superman. But nah, like
Bro,
Darkseid's like that.
Dion was the originator of the quarter zip movement in NXT before
Yeah,
the
quarter
quarter zip
zip in his
movement began.
matcha.
Yeah.
He went back to being a YN.
Um, I really like yeah, honestly, I really like this match. It was incredibly fun, incredibly exhilarating. The double crossbody over the top rope was really fun.
Oh, vicious.
Dude,
I do like the. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the way Javon landed on the desk after one of those spots,
Mm.
beautiful.
I would just say, I do like how they did a little like where Javon landed on Leon to cause Leon to get hit by the attack finisher. So we have like friction, I guess, in a sense, with Javon landing on Leon in the middle of the match. So just like a little plot point for story stuff. But that's all I was
Yeah.
gonna say. But no, it was cool. It was a fun match. Super fun. Before we get into the main event, do you want to get into some of like the other stuff? So like the Tavion Heights and Josh Briggs backstage fight that lasted the whole show.
Yeah, those two were scrapping like cats and dogs. So that beef has been going on for a little minute. I'm a Tavion Heights guy. I do think that if anything, I think Tavion is one of those people I wouldn't have minded seeing taking the North American belt off of Ethan Page. But like overall, the Josh Briggs feud, I'm not it's a good filler. Like Josh Briggs is getting incredible nuclear heat and is working really well. So
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. It's keeping me like somewhat interested. It's not the most interesting thing on NXT, but it's there.
Yeah.
Um, the thing I am most excited about that we didn't really talk about before we get into the main event. So Obafemi and Ricky Saints make their match official at Deadline, which is in like 2, 3 weeks, something like that, in San Antonio, Texas. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Yeah. And then Trick Williams comes out. Trick says, Ricky, did I tell you it's not over until I get my championship back? Like a last man standing match just don't mean shit.
Yeah,
That
and like I'm sorry, go ahead. I bet.
no, go ahead, because we were probably about to say the same thing.
I was gonna say like we've been discussing this over and over. Like when his music hit, I'm just like, why? Like why? It's time. That's the title lasting spot. It's time. Like we should be still getting. I don't know, Trick. Oh, that was frustrating. Like I want to put something in the chat, like going off. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it to myself. But send Trick to SmackDown. Come on, man. I'm tired of Trick NXT. Like he's so ready. I'm over the
Yeah,
rant,
and
but yeah, that
then
was it.
fucking dude. The one thing I was excited about for that whole segment, other than the fact of a Ricky Saints and Ova match at Deadline, was Miles Bourne came out with a kendo stick and whooped the shit out of Trick. Now, I like Miles Bourne. I first got really hyped with him after he won the Battle Royal for I think it was Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought he showed out during that match. I thought he had an incredible showing against Oba, like, and also I've been really liking his growth character wise. So I'm like, oh, if he really wants to go ahead and challenge and be like the guy to win Deadline, I'm not mad at that at all.
Mhm. Yeah, like I love whole idea of the deadline match. So and like how each person was trying to like throw that hat in because since Cena, Ava announced that Cena's picking like the contenders for it. I think that's really sick. So um, that definitely has me more excited to see how it's going to go next week with the episode with him picking those will be the contenders for both the men and women's side. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, real quick, just off the cuff, who would you put in the men's, and then we can talk
Mhm.
about the women right after for
Uh,
Deadline.
for the men's, I would go. He has about Ethan Page. I want to throw him in there. Ethan
Okay.
Page, Miles Bourne, Josh Briggs. I guess Tavion because I feel like he's gonna be thrown in there too. And last guy who put on there a random face. I'm blanking on the roster right now. Jesus Christ. If you want to just throw.
You wouldn't want Javon in there?
Oh, you're right. I'm dumb. Javon. There we go. I couldn't think. There we go. Javon. So yeah, Javon, Miles, Tavion, Miles. I said Miles. Josh Briggs and Ethan. Put them in.
All right. For the men, Josh Briggs for sure. I think he would be the same way how Oba was during last year's Deadline match. I think that's how he would be.
Yeah.
Um, Miles Bourne, because I would honestly have Miles Bourne win it. Javon, Tavion would probably be in there, but here's where the difference is going to be between our lists. Bring up Sean Legacy. Bring up Sean
Mhm.
Legacy from Evolve, either him or bring up Cappuccino Jones.
Yeah.
I would like to see either of them in the Deadline match, and that would be
Yeah.
them making their NXT debut or like official like debut on the NXT roster.
Uh,
Um,
It'll be
As
cool to
far as
build
the
a one person up. That'd be cool.
yeah, as far as the women, give me Jada. I'll take another. Well, this is one that like Callie can be in. I can see Callie. Give me Jordan. Give me because it's usually five in the deadline match, right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
Callie, Jordan, got to be Izzy. Um, that man, we gonna talk about the main event like a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie. Throw Tatum in
Yeah.
there. Throw
Yeah.
Tatum in. And then last but not least, I would like to see Ava make a return to the ring. Like I really would,
Mhm.
but I know she's not. So let's go Ren Sinclair.
Okay. I like that. That's what I like that. I'm kind of pretty similar. I got Jada, Tatum, Izzy, um, Paul and Henny. I like Paul and Henny. I just want to see it in there. Um, and last, well, actually, no, I thought she would be in there because of JC. Anyway, Paul and Henny, and then last person will be like somebody involved. So any evolved talent. It could be Callie. It can be once Claire. Just give me an evolved
Mhm.
talent for the last
That's
spot.
fair. Okay, so let's get into the main event for Gold Rush. JC Jane, Tatum Paxton. As we kind of spoiled a little earlier today, we have another two-time Women's NXT champ in Tatum. I mean, not Tatum, in JC Jane, man. Dude, what'd you think of the match?
It's fun, man. Like I don't know, like it is he. I say his name. I enjoyed myself. JC James and Tatum Paxley like have really good chemistry in the ring. Like really good chemistry. Even go back to Halloween Havoc match. It was some great spots. JC James striking is insane. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
she's up there for me. Like I don't want to say on his level, but reminds me kind of like Alistair for the women's division with her striking, the way
No,
like
you're right.
she puts it down. So just good match, good spots. The storytelling between the match is good because you got Izzy, trying to have the whole match trying to get Tatum to win by using the belt, using the chair. She doesn't want to do it, which eventually caused her to lose the match because Izzy just snaps and say, "You know what? You're soft. Take this boot to the face." Throws him in the ring and gets the pin. But like always, like I feel like so far these two were 2 for 2 in matches for me. I love the storytelling in the match and how that was going, and then how everything with the column imploding, and then just going back to being his heel faction, which they should have been. I thought they were kind of getting too much of a fan favorite to Tatum. So now that Tatum is kind of by herself, this gives her room to kind of build again, work on that character. From I guess I mean, I thought she was a face regardless, but just being a solo face without the Cullen, we're getting her fire theme back hopefully. um, but like, overall, like, it was fun, man. Like this whole show was fun. So for it to end like that with some great storylines continuing, it was solid.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be insane, man.
So two-time JC.
Two-time JC, man. I don't know where you go next after this with the. Yeah, I honestly don't know where you go next after this with the women's feud. Like JC, we can't run back JC Lola, can't run back a lot of folks. So we got to build someone else new.
Who do you think? Who would you want to see? Do we like? Because I already know we getting Izzy and Tatum, so like that's where that'd be from the side. Who do you think steps up to the plate?
Wouldn't it be crazy if because we know JC was the double champ before she lost her belts. Wouldn't it be crazy if Kehlani was double? Would it be would it be so crazy?
I ain't mad
But
at
no, other
that.
than Kehlani, I wouldn't mind. Honestly, it might be time to put Soul in that picture, man.
I was thinking the same thing, probably.
Yeah, definitely might be time for Soul in that picture. She's not getting called up.
Yeah, my thing is, it's like I feel like they're starting like some tension between So and Zarya. So it's like, how would it be to balance that and have her do that? Because right now, I don't think there's many NXT main event. women faces I can think of right now. Literally have to, like you said, build someone up to be that, that person in front of JC. So, um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see it. We meet a lot of people, but I'm just off right now. I'm having a hard time thinking like who would it be.
Yeah, you definitely probably would just have to build someone up. But I think the easy one is Soul, especially given the tension after Showdown, where JC kind of stole the pin from Soul and things of that nature. So they still have that plot thread hanging around.
Yeah.
But man, let's let's end this off a bright. Well, not that it hasn't already been bright. Let's end this off with a little bit of fun, with a little bit of games, man. Get right
hmm
back to it. But before we get into the game, is there anything that we got to talk about as far as? Is there anything that we got to talk about, or that you forgot about as far as Gold Rush?
I think we hit on everything. Like I said, solid show. I am excited, for this Oba Ricky stuff that's coming up. Um, Kind of Oba to get the belt back, honestly, for me, completely honest. Oba's aura and the way I don't know, like I think about Oba already. His promo against Ricky was great. I went back to the motherland. I went back to my roots. He
Yo,
rejuvenated.
he called Rick. He said, Ricky's like at least a couple years older than him. He said, Ricky, I am your daddy. That's insane work.
He, Daddy said, little boy. He said, you and Trick playing dress up. Like, I don't know who could dress the best. I'm like, Opa was in his bag for that promo. So I mean, just going back to that, Opa was in his bag in that promo. It was a good promo. Like, and it's crazy when you go to a promo battle with Ricky Saints, where I feel like he took the short end or like lost in a sense. So that's
Yeah.
my thing I want to talk about because Ricky definitely felt like the, I guess, loser in that promo battle.
All right. All right. We back. We back and we back and we back and whatever Chance said. So real quick, let's end off on a high note, man. We gonna play Build a Superstar. We haven't done this in a while, but we gonna build a WWE superstar real quick. So let's get right to it. Again, like we do with all the games, or like I say with all the games, if you are watching at home, please, 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 I highly encourage that you go ahead and either switch to the video mode if you're watching on Spotify, or that you check the YouTube so you can play along with us. But basically, with Build a Superstar, we are going to take a random generated WWE superstar that the algorithm gives us and put them in categories such as in-ring skills, high-flying moves, charisma, strength, height, best face, heal ability, mic skills, selling moves, best character, looks, physique, theme song, so on and so forth. So, Vaughn, I'll let you take first pick. Where are you putting the Ultimate Warrior?
Um, Scroll down a little bit more. I'm sorry.
Are you good?
Uh, I'll go for Seek. He was started.
All right, let's go physique for the Ultimate Warrior. Dean Ambrose. Ooh.
Mm.
All right.
Now, is it Mox or is it just Dean?
I think it's just Dean.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, I might have to go mic skills. Dean was kind of crazy on the mic.
Yeah, I agree.
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett.
Bad
He's
news
tall.
Barrett.
He's
I feel
tall.
like it's gotta be height.
Yeah, he's tall.
Finn Balor. Ooh. Ah.
I got Finn last time, man. Like a hard just trying to figure out where I was gonna put Finn.
It was the theme song goes crazy. He has an insane character. He has insane character work with the demon and everything. He's a good
hmm
face and a good heel. I'm gonna go in ring.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We gotta go best face, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
We got high flying moves, charisma, strength, heal,
I-
selling moves, best character, looks, and theme song.
I'm
Sheamus
thinking
did have a banger theme
strength.
song.
But bring the lines back. No more lines. I would say theme or strength. That's what I was thinking.
All right. I said let's do theme song. Evan Nash.
Okay, strength.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good hill. Well, I mean, it's a okay hill.
Oh, we know where we gotta put Dolph.
Oh yeah, easily. Duh.
Gotta put Dolph with selling moves.
Duh. Yeah. I'm selling.
LA
Uh,
Knight. High flying, charisma, heel, character, looks. Where we putting him?
out of the ones that's remaining, I mean, oh, we could do charisma.
Definitely could do charisma.
Yeah. All the Kavorka.
Bobby. Oh,
Oh
if only we still
man.
had strength open.
Uh,
Definitely can't do high flying.
I don't remember a heel Bobby. I'm not trying to think of a heel Bobby.
I mean, he's technically a heel now with the syndicate.
Really?
Oh,
Okay. I'll say looks.
I'll say we gotta do looks.
Yeah. He shredded.
Mick Foley, high flying moves, heel, or best character. I think it's gotta be character.
Yeah. I mean, he had like three characters in one, so
Logan Paul.
we got Logan last time. I mean, best heel, I guess.
Yeah. And then who are we going for high flying? Fuck.
We got a leg drop, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yuck. Okay, maybe we should have just put Logan at high
Yeah, we
flying.
should have switched these.
That's a mulligan. Hulk Hogan is the best heel, and we got.
All right, guys. So our WWE superstar that we built for this week has the in-ring skills of Finn Balor, the high-flying moves of Hulk Hogan. Holy fuck.
Yuck. Yuck.
You. The charisma of LA Knight, the strength of Kevin Nash, the height of Wade Barrett, the face ability of John Cena, the heel ability of Logan Paul, the mic skills of Dean Ambrose, is able to sell like Dolph, has a character similar or has character work on the level of Mick Foley, looks like Bobby Lashley, has the physique of the Ultimate Warrior, and a theme song as hard as Sheamus's. Honestly,
Other than the high flying.
yeah, I'm not mad at that either. I think we did best with what we got.
Yeah. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
I swear, one day I'm gonna take one of these and screenshot and make it on the WE2K so it comes out. Oh
man,
man. Oh
man,
man, that was fun. That was fun. This was a fun pod.
was folks. Vaughn, get us all up out of here. Close us out. I'm tired of yapping, man.
All right, last week was a mulligan. Let's try again this week.
Come
Thank you
on.
for rocking with us. It's Vaughn, just Vaughn, whatever you want to call it. We got the tag team champs, El Grande Negro, El Mysterio Negro, holding it down for the Top Rope Boys.
Let's go.
Um, hopefully next week we get a full house. But yeah, thank you for rocking with us. Like, comment, share with your mama, your daddy, your grandma, grandpa, the homies, everybody.
Everybody.
You got Top Rope
Even
Chicken
share it
out,
with your
man.
side chick.
Side chick need love too, so give it to the show the Top Rope Boys podcast. You know, content every day on the TikTok. You know, we working, man. So, you know, with that being said, go ahead, stuff. What you got for us?
Man, like always, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Man, like Vaughn said, content coming. We always working. Pod working. Trap back booming. You feel me? That's all I gotta say. Trap back booming. It's the Chocolate City Saint. I'm not gonna give you all the rest of the nicknames, but we out. We out.
Peace, 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 peace.